things all finally made it to Universal Studios. One thing about the energy here, it's a lot. I don't know what it is about Disney, there's something there, there's just a lot of energy that is very difficult to connect with. Well, meaning that there's a lot of oppressive energies, a lot of vortexes, let's put it that way, around there. Here, not so much, so didn't have an issue here. So, alright, let's see how it goes. Blessings. Greetings, everyone. Okay, we're going to start connections with whoever is around. One thing I wanted to say that I was speaking of happening at Epcot. Sometimes there's this, run into some sort of vortex or something that's causing my my body to increase, where I sweat more, and I've been using more Andromedan energies to clear out the space. So whatever is going on, it's really affecting me. Normally at Busch Gardens I had no problem, but here it's not too bad either. But just in case, there is a lot of activity as usual, but definitely a hot, Epcot is a hot spot. Here, not so much. This isn't a very clean park. Well, it is, but it's city-like, so it's ghetto in some ways. So anyway, all right, we're going to begin, and much love, and say hello to the SpongeBob. Good evening. This is Alfred Hitchcock. Hello, and hello, Earthlings. You know, the spirit world is alive and well. Realize you're more spiritual than you realize. Even the negativity is very spiritual. That's a spiritual religion. These many, as they are religiously into horror, into excitement, action, negativity. That is religiously built within you. To be scared, to be frightened easily, to get that chill. That is a spiritual experience. Say more spiritual than you realize. It might not be broadcasted in your activities, in your daily life, but you are very spiritual. Realize I built my career on spirituality. It might have been horror, but it was spirituality. It is realize how many are obsessive over horror and they feel like they're not getting what they want, or they need a little chuckle to get them excited. Realize that is part of your DNA, is spirituality. It might not be advertised in your media, but it does live within you more than you realize. It is your backbone. Strangely enough, with horror, with thrillers, it does bring out a spiritual energy within you, doesn't it? Especially watching one's head decapitated, or stabbed in the back or in the heart. That is a spiritual experience. It might be of the negative, but it is still a spiritual experience. So realize that as you think spirituality does not exist, and it does live within you more than you realize. And there are many that are skeptical of that energy, but it is built within you. Remember, it's just you don't recognize it as that. That is all. In my lifetime, I realized it was a spiritual, how people were obsessed over of the unexpected, let's put it that way. Even I found myself surprised that people actually enjoyed these type of things. But even I got a thrill out of it still. I believe more, just having people not have a problem with someone being decapitated does make you wonder of humanity. How dark do you really want to be? That is a chilling side that is menacing, but also showing you of your traits that are embedded within you, but it is still difficult to quite understand that type of mentality. Of course, when I crossed into what you call heaven, it took me decades to finally cross over. I was unwilling to accept a place like that, a place of perfection. So I wandered around for a great time. I believe many are aware of that. The ghost of Hitchcock does exist. Look it up. There should be something on the internet about it. Still many regrets in my life that I did not fulfill a more positive way of life, but I was seen as a thriller, a horror type of creator, so I just kept on that route. But I'd like to have made more beautiful films, more positive but intriguing entertainment. But my message to you is just realize that you're more spiritual than you realize. You just have to believe it. You don't even have to believe it. It's still within you, no matter how much you deny it. It is still there. You need to get out and recognize it, go right ahead. But love is a spiritual connection. Your passions are a spiritual connection. Realize that. Even if you're passionate about this not being real, that is still a spiritual connection. Realize that. I'll leave you.
It seemed kind of like a question. Alright, Emma, Lindsay, one more time. Another chart coming in from today. Let's sing it!
Hey, business sucks. Okay, this is alright, greetings everyone. Here we go. Channel number 2. This is J-Rod. The Zeta race. Much love to your society. This is, yes, we've been here many times. It is a very low vibrational area, but it brings much happiness to many because of the entertainment it brings to them as they go through this incarnation, unaware of who they are. So being unaware gives reason to connect to something in this manner. But they still are far from learning about their true abilities. But they are infinite. They're still not aware of it. Still feel like they're a mortal human of limited abilities. There's a few things about our race that you're probably unaware of. How we are, many of the Zetas come from different forms of creation. Many of it is actually from the insectoids. How we injected ourselves into the human DNA to become more like human, to experience a life with 2 arms and 2 legs. But there are other Zetas also that are part of, yes, another version of you that went through a nuclear holocaust. You can say that is true also. There's different versions of us. Some of us are of a future version of you. Some of us are not. I am not of those. Yes, I'm more of a hybrid version of the Zeta and human. Our connection with you is vital for your survival. As much as the Zeta energies are involved with Earth's survival, because there's many, I believe you're aware of realizing this, that many that were trying to destroy your planet during the 1940s, during the 45 era, but even before that, trying to nuke your world, 1950s, something around those lines. And much of that has been reversed for a great reason, for your survival. But there was a possibility of you destroying your world at that time. Seeing how that's been reversed, but still humans don't fully realize the impact of that time. How it was there to wreck your entire existence. And now you are becoming, you enjoy our technologies that were given to you through us and the Palladians. The Yael are learning much from your existence here at this time. The Yael are so much a child compared to other species. Learning of your ways. Still trying to be more human, just like us. We are trying to be human also. As for your emotions, we're still to keep our intellect, our uniqueness. Our uniqueness is quite different than other races, as we are more creative in many ways compared to your other races. We take a little bit too many chances, and those chances sometimes has to do with the end of our race, where we have come close to it many times, destroying our own worlds, but rebuilding them on other planets. But we feel that your race is an extension of ours, and you're not knowing about yourself is quite fascinating to watch. But as you continue on this route of not knowing who you are, the more we learn about you and the more you learn about yourself, the more creative you are. Your creativity makes you unique. Come on. Come on. Yes, your creativity makes you very unique compared to other races. But we still sit back and watch to see what you're capable of doing, what you're going to do next. And that shapes your society, as you can tell. But we do see a great wave of entertainment as for social awakening coming into your society eventually. But also the science area, we see much achievement as for curing many diseases. But unfortunately, many more diseases, if one's cured, another one will be created. So it's a never-ending battle. I believe you realize that. If you ever do cure your AIDS, which can't be cured, another one will come about. So your power elites do not want you to have any power, basically. They do not want you to know anything. They don't want you to be involved in who you are. They feel that many are too afraid to know the truth anyway. Too afraid to know our existence. Many are well and more than ready to know about us. The majority is not ready, at least in your America. Especially with the religious areas, the energies of the religious areas cannot connect to us. They refuse to connect to themselves because they're born with fear. Religion has brought fear into your world, has embedded it within your society, has made it a personality within you, has turned you against yourself. Not many people realize you're actually being turned against who you are. Does that make any sense? A moment. Even when you're brought here, but you are always aware that you're going to be, when you incarnate here, you are aware of what you're going through, what you will have to go through. Many do come here as a spiritual cleanse, yes. But also when you do the spiritual cleanse, realize your galactic lives are your true lives. Here it is. Many do choose to incarnate here many times and feel like this is the world that they wish to be a part of. And become very difficult to deal with also because the negativity holds them so well. But many of you are of the galactic families. You don't want to come here for a few lifetimes. But to come here and flesh out your galactic activities, the negativity from your galactic activities, to make yourself renewal, to renew yourselves, to take yourself to another direction. This is why many incarnate. Try something new. It's like I've never been to Earth before. Yes, it's very difficult to have an incarnation there. But it's also, I might learn something about myself that I did not know. Yes, many do have they wish to have men to learn about themselves, but also they wish to learn things they never knew about themselves. Even your galactic self will know something about it, but to achieve that talent that is unable to release itself, but only to release itself in this type of negativity, then it will become self-known. Artists have seen it. I must be going. What? about the alien attack. Here's a shot of Universal. Yeah, it's alright here.